The classroom was quiet. Only the soft hum of the hologram projector filled the air. It showed a large, glowing map of the galaxy, spinning slowly in the center of the room. Blue stars, red sectors, and yellow lines marked the paths of thousands of alien empires. Professor Ralvin, a tall alien with green skin and 6 small eyes, spoke with a calm voice. "This is the known galaxy," he said. "Each sector belongs to a different race. We trade, we live, we learn together. Peace is important." Students, young aliens of all shapes and sizes, listened carefully. One of them, a curious boy with purple skin and short horns, raised his hand. "Yes, Aram?" the professor asked. Aram pointed at the glowing map. "Professor, why is that part black? There are no stars, no lines, nothing, just darkness." The away room fell silent. The other students looked at each other. Some looked down, others looked afraid. Professor Ralvin stared at the map. His 6 eyes blinked slowly. The black area on the map was large. It had no name, no lights, and no known planets. "That area," he said slowly, "is human space." "Human?" Aram asked. "I thought humans were gone." "Not gone," the professor replied. "Hidden. Silent. That sector belongs to them. No ship goes in, no signal comes out, and we do not ask questions about it." "Why not?" Aram asked again. "Are they dangerous?" The professor paused. He turned off the map. The room went dark for a moment, then soft lights came back on. "Class is over," he said quietly. "Go home." Aram stood frozen. He didn't understand. The others packed their things and left quickly. No one looked him in the eye. Later that night, Aram sat at home. His father was a space pilot. His mother worked at a starport. He asked them the same question. "Why does the map stop at human space?" His mother dropped her cup. It shattered on the floor. His father grabbed his shoulder. "Don't ever ask that again," he said with fear in his voice. "Some things are better left alone." "But I want to know," Aram whispered. "I want to explore it." His father leaned in close. "Many explorers have tried," he said. "None came back." That night, Aram couldn't sleep. He went to his small computer and searched the galaxy net. He found nothing useful. Every time he typed human space, the results were blocked or erased. But then, one old file appeared, a forgotten report, a mission log. The file was broken, but a few words played clearly. "We passed the border. Strange readings, something watching, engines down, cannot escape, too powerful." The recording ended. Aram's heart raced. What had they seen? Why was no one allowed to talk about it? In another part of the galaxy, far from Aram's home, a lone explorer named Zarik looked at his ship's navigation panel. He stared at the dark section of the galactic map. No one dared to fly there. But Zarik was different. He was older, wiser, and tired of the same old paths. He pressed a button. "Set course for human space." His ship's AI beeped in warning. "Warning, sector is restricted. Turn back." Zarik smiled. "Let's find out why." As his ship moved closer to the border, the stars began to look strange. The light shifted. Time felt slower. The ship's metal frame creaked. Then, silence. All signals stopped. No contact with any station. No galaxy net. Just empty space. Zarik leaned forward. "Are you still with me?" he asked the AI. The screen blinked once, then turned black. Suddenly, something floated outside his ship. A large satellite. It looked old, simple, but strong. It had no lights, no signals. Just one message printed on the side. "Turn back. Now." Zarik stared at it. He opened a log file and whispered, "I see something huge. It's not just a warning. It's a wall, a shield. No, it's alive." The recording stopped. Back in the alien classroom, the students returned the next day, but the map no longer showed the dark sector. It had been removed completely. Irim looked at the empty space where human space used to be. No one said a word. But deep inside him, a fire had started. He wanted answers. He wanted the truth. He didn't know it yet, but his question had already changed the galaxy. The stars disappeared. One moment, Zarik's ship floated in the light of 1,000 stars. The next moment, blackness, total darkness. No stars, no planets, no galaxy. He had crossed the line, the border of human space. The ship's lights flickered. His control panel blinked once, then turned gray. All systems failed. AI, report status, Zarik said. No answer. He tapped the screen. AI, respond. Still nothing. He checked the backup systems. Dead. Power was draining, slow but steady. Then came the sound, a low hum, not from outside, not from inside, from somewhere deeper, beneath thought, beneath sound, like something alive was watching. Zarik gripped the chair. He was a strong pilot. He had flown through black holes, fought pirate fleets, but now he felt cold. Something brushed against his ship. Not metal, not rock. It felt like a hand. A giant, invisible hand. Suddenly the front view screen lit up. Saw it. A large structure. Floating. Silent. It was not a space station. Not a ship. It was a wall, built from massive black panels, each the size of a city. Zarik's breath caught. Thousands of strange symbols were carved into the wall. Some moved, like they were alive. In the center, one single human word glowed in red, stop. Then a light beam shot from the wall. It scanned his ship, slowly, carefully. Zarik didn't move. He whispered into his voice recorder. This is not just space. This is something else. The wall is not made to keep others out. It's made to keep something in. Suddenly the ship shook. Gravity increased, alarms started again, but not from his system. A new voice spoke. Calm, cold, human. Unauthorized entry detected. Alien species, Zalari. Mission, exploration. Risk level, low. Memory access permitted. Zarik froze. Who's speaking? He asked. No answer. Then the screen showed an image. An old human soldier. His eyes were glowing. He wore black armor, with red lines. The symbol on his chest looked like Earth. The soldier spoke. If you came in peace, leave in silence. If you came in pride, leave in shame. If you came in curiosity, prepare to see the truth. Then the screen went black. The ship turned on again. Lights returned. Controls rebooted. But Zarik wasn't touching anything. Something else was flying. The ship now. He looked outside. The stars were still gone. But the wall opened. A small gate appeared. The ship moved toward it. Zarik whispered, Where are you taking me? And the voice returned. To where your kind has never gone. To where the galaxy ends, and something else begins. Behind the gate, there was no space, no light. Only a strange red fog, swirling like it was alive. Zarik knew he should stop. But something pulled him forward. A voice inside him whispered, They are not gone, they are waiting, and he went in. Zarik couldn't see anything. The red fog outside his ship swallowed all light. The ship floated slowly forward, but no stars appeared. No sounds, no signals. Just endless red. Inside the ship, everything was quiet. Too quiet. No engine sound. No humming from the systems. Even Zarik's breath felt softer, like the air didn't want to be disturbed. Then came a soft voice. It wasn't from the speakers, it was inside his head. You have passed the veil. You are the first in 700 years. Zarik looked around. Who are you? He whispered. The voice replied, I am the guardian. Of what? Of the line, the one that no one crosses, until now. Suddenly outside the ship, the fog split open. Zarik's eyes widened. There, floating in the center of the red mist, was a gigantic warship. No engines, no flags, no signs of life. But it looked older than anything he had ever seen. Its surface was black, with red glowing lines pulsing across the hull. Symbols covered the sides. Human symbols. Old Earth language. One giant word was carved deep across the front. Remember. The Guardian spoke again. This is the last ship of the human frontier fleet. It stands here alone as the first warning. Zarik leaned closer. But why here? What happened? The galaxy broke a promise, the voice said. Long ago, the humans trusted the Due Council. But they were betrayed, ambushed, used. So they left. They built a wall, and behind it, they built a world no one would dare touch. The warship suddenly turned. Slowly. No thrusters fired, no movement seen, but the ship turned to face Zarik directly. His ship shook. A beam of light came from the front of the warship and stopped right at Zarik's cockpit. You must answer, the Guardian said. Why did you come? Zarik swallowed hard. I came to understand, he said. I wanted to know the truth, I mean no harm. Then the truth you shall see, the voice replied. But truth has a price. Suddenly Zarik felt something press against his mind. Memories. But not his. He saw flashes. Humans standing alone in a room full of alien leaders betrayed. Human cities burning. Ships falling from the sky. One final order from an Earth general. We disappear now. They will remember us not through stories, but through fear. The Guardian whispered again. We did not hide, because we were weak. We vanished because we were too strong. And we left the galaxy alone, but we watched, always watched. Zarik's hands trembled. The warship opened a bay door. Inside was a dark tunnel, and a small platform, big enough for one visitor. Come, the voice said. Step into the memory of Earth. Zarik nodded slowly. He left his ship and walked into the bay. As soon as his foot touched the ground, the door closed behind him. Everything went dark. Then, light. He stood on a fake Earth. A perfect copy. A memory world. Cities, mountains, oceans, but all silent. Frozen in time. And there, standing alone in the center of a street, was a human figure. Tall. Dressed in black. The Guardian. It raised its hand. Now you will understand why the map stops at human space. Zarik stood on the fake Earth. It felt real. Too real. The wind blew gently. Leaves danced in the air. Far away, a train moved on silent tracks. But everything, every sound, was empty, like watching a world that had died long ago. Yet somehow, still breathed, the Guardian walked toward him. It looked human, but not exactly. Its face was calm, but its eyes held fire. Not anger. Warning. Zarik stepped forward. Why are you showing me this? The Guardian did not blink. Because words are not enough. You must see what they did. You must feel why we built the wall. It waved its hand. Suddenly the sky turned black. Screams filled the air. Explosions lit up the clouds. Alien ships appeared in the sky. Ships Zarik recognized. They belonged to the Galactic Council, to the very powers that ruled the galaxy now. Zarik gasped. They attacked Earth? Yes, said the Guardian. They came as friends. Then they betrayed us, took our tech, took our people, then tried to erase us. Zarik watched as human warships rose from the ground, sleek, silent, covered in strange energy shields that flickered blue and white, but they didn't fight right away. We begged them to stop, the Guardian said. We asked for peace even after the betrayal. Zarik watched humans holding out signals of peace, sending messages, trying to talk, but the aliens fired again, and this time the humans answered. Zarik saw Earth's response. One shot, and an entire alien fleet vanished, not exploded, not burned. Gone. The message that followed played on every alien screen in the galaxy. We do not wish to rule. We do not wish to conquer, but we will not be hunted. From this moment forward, you will forget Earth. Forget our name. or remember us only in fear. Then Earth disappeared, not destroyed, just gone, covered by a cloak, a shield, a system. Beyond understanding, the Guardian turned to Zarik. And so the galaxy rewrote its maps, erased us, called us myths, but the wall remained. As a reminder, Zarik shook his head. Why not return? Why not tell your story? Because we do not trust the galaxy anymore, and because the galaxy is not ready for what we've become. The Guardian raised a hand again. A hologram appeared, a black satellite floating in space. Zarik recognized it. It was the one he saw before entering the fog. This was left as a message, a final warning, but no one listened. Zarik stepped closer. The satellite played a short, final human recording. A deep voice said, "If you come in greed, we will erase your name. If you come in fear, we will return it. If you come in truth, we may listen, but know this: Earth built hell before heaven." The hologram ended. Zarik stood in silence. The Guardian spoke again. "You came not for war. You came with questions. For that you may leave with your life. And a message for the stars." Zarik asked quietly. "What message?" "That Earth remembers, and watches, and still walks among the stars." The Guardian looked up. The fake sky cracked open. Above them was space, but not the stars Zarik knew. These were different, larger, colder. Zarik felt small, a part of something much, much bigger. "Return now," said the Guardian, "and choose your words carefully. The galaxy is listening." The memory Earth faded. Zarik opened his eyes inside his ship. The fog was gone. The stars were back. His ship's systems blinked green. The path home was clear, but his mind was full of fire. He had seen the truth, and the truth would shake the galaxy. Zarik's ship drifted into normal space. The red fog was gone. The strange stars of human space had vanished. Now, familiar constellations returned. He had made it out alive. But something felt different. His ship was silent. Too silent. He checked the controls. All systems were green, nothing broken. Everything was running better than before. Then he saw it. A small new symbol was carved on the control screen. Not by him. Not by any tool. It was the mark of Earth. Simple. Cold. Just one letter in old human script. H. Zarik leaned back. "They were inside my ship without even touching it." Suddenly the AI voice returned. It had been offline before, but now it spoke in a calm, strange tone. "Welcome back, Zarik. Data transfer complete. You are now marked as a witness." "A witness?" Zarik whispered. "To what?" "To the truth," the AI said. "The truth that the galaxy forgot, but will remember soon." The ship began its auto-return sequence. Zarik didn't touch the controls. He didn't need to. As he flew back toward the galactic core, he replayed the human message in his mind. "We do not wish to rule. We do not wish to conquer, but we will not be hunted." Back on his home planet, the Galactic Council met in secret. They had seen Zarik's ship vanish on the edge of the Forbidden Zone. Now, days later, he returned. One high commander, a cold, blue-scaled alien named Vorax, leaned forward. Did he survive because they let him, or because they were curious? Another answered, "It doesn't matter. If human space is still active, we are not ready." But still they demanded to speak with Zarik. 3 days later, in a massive hall filled with leaders from 10 alien empires, Zarik stood alone in the center. They bombarded him with questions. "What did you see? Did you make contact? Are they alive? Are they angry?" Zarik answered calmly, "Yes, they are alive. They are watching. And no, they are not angry." The room fell silent. Then Zarik said something that shook them all. "They are not hiding because they fear us. They are hiding so we don't fear them. Gasps. Whispers. What does that mean? One alien shouted. Zarik looked up at them. His eyes were tired, but sharp. It means they could erase us all in seconds, and they choose not to. That's power. He pressed a button. A small device projected the satellite warning in every known alien language. If you come in greed, we will erase your name. If you come in fear, we will return it. If you come in truth, we may listen. A red beam appeared, highlighting several words. Earth built hell before heaven. The council erupted in debate. Some called it a lie. Some said it was myth. Others trembled in silence. Zarik raised one final point. If they wanted war, you'd all be gone already. Then he left. Later that night, Zarik sat alone on a rooftop under alien stars. His hands trembled. A new message arrived on his private terminal. No name, no source. Just 2 words. Well spoken. Zarik smiled. Somewhere someone was listening, and far beyond the stars. Earth still watched. It started with silence. Then, every screen in the galaxy went black. Starports, home stations, battle cruisers, schools, shops, every single device shut down, all systems frozen. People panicked. Ships lost control. Civilizations stopped. And then across every screen in every language, a voice began to speak. Calm. Cold. Human. You were warned. Respect the border. Or face correction. That was all. Just that message, playing again and again. Then, nothing. Everything turned back on, but nothing felt the same. The Galactic Council called for emergency meetings. News channels everywhere replayed the warning. Analysts tried to track where the message came from. They found nothing. No signal. No source. No origin point. It was like the warning had come from inside their own systems. At the same time, deep in Sector 9, a small outpost spotted something massive on radar, an object, moving fast. No ID, no signal. It entered restricted space, slowed down, then stopped, just outside an alien capital planet. The object was a ship, but not like any other. It was black, smooth, and shaped like a knife. It didn't glow, it didn't hum, it just sat there watching. The alien navy sent warships to intercept, but as soon as they locked weapons, their engines died. All ships froze mid-space, unable to move or fire. A new message came, only to the leaders of that planet. This is not an invasion. This is a reminder. The ship turned away, then vanished in one blink. Gone. Elsewhere, on a mining world in the Orion Belt, a giant alien drill was tearing through rock. It accidentally triggered an ancient sensor left long ago. Buried deep in the core was a box. It was made of a metal no one could identify. Inside was a human message. Old, simple, burned into the walls. This is your last chance. If you ever cross the line again, Earth will return. The miners shut down operations. Their leaders begged the council for help, but the council was silent. Because just hours earlier, a map update was sent to every corner of the galaxy. No one knew who sent it, but it changed everything. The galactic map now showed one new symbol. Around human space, a glowing red ring, pulsing, expanding. And under it, one message. Observation phase over. Response. Phase ready. Zarik watched all of this unfold. He sat quietly in a dark room surrounded by screens. His body shook. His voice was low. They're not threatening us, he said. They're reminding us. A small beep echoed from his ship's console. New message appeared. Private. Encrypted. Human-coded. He opened it. Ambassador approved. You have seen. You have spoken. Now, You will guide. Zarek blinked. Guide who? Another line appeared. Her. Then coordinates flashed across the screen, somewhere deep in human space. Back in the council's war room, arguments turned to shouting. Some leaders wanted to destroy the border. Some wanted to apologize. One, Vorex, the blue-scaled admiral, simply stared at the map. He had served for 300 years, fought a dozen wars, but this was different. I saw one human ship, he whispered, and it froze an entire fleet. He stood slowly, then looked at his staff. We are not the rulers of this galaxy, we never were. We just never realized who left us in charge. This final chapter brings closure while keeping mystery alive. It's written in third-person style, uses simple, basic English, and starts with a powerful hook and suspense in the first 5 to 7 minutes to ensure the audience stays until the very end. The stars stopped moving. Zarek floated alone deep in the zone beyond all charts. His ship obeyed no rules. Gravity didn't work the same. Time felt slow, then fast, then stopped. He followed the coordinates sent by the humans. Each pulse of light from his dashboard felt like a heartbeat. Not of his ship, but of something bigger. He whispered, "Where am I going?" And then, space cracked open, not exploded, not folded. It simply parted, and from the opening stepped a human. Not in a ship, not in a suit, but in a long black coat, eyes glowing with starlight, as if space itself lived inside him. He stood on nothing. Yet he didn't fall. Zarek opened his mouth, but the human raised a hand. No words yet. This is not a meeting. This is a message. The human's voice was not loud, but it echoed through Zarek's mind, clear and unstoppable. You returned from our border. You told them truth. You carry no weapons. You want peace. So we will give you one answer, just one. Zarek nodded slowly. The human turned, and space shifted again. Behind him in the distance, beyond light and gravity, Zarek saw Earth, but not the Earth from books, not the Earth from history. This one floated above a strange golden energy field, surrounded by stations the size of moons, guarded by ships that didn't look like they used engines. They glided on silence, and around them thousands of satellites, each one watching the galaxy like a quiet eye. The human spoke again. The map ends at human space because it must. Not because we are hidden, not because we are weak, but because the galaxy was not ready to see what we've become. Zarek looked around. Are you preparing for war? The human shook his head slowly. We are preparing for something greater. Zarek asked. Will you return to the galaxy? The human smiled, almost kindly. When the galaxy forgets fear and remembers truth. He raised a hand again. The stars around them flickered. Then something massive passed behind the Earth, larger than a planet. Zarek couldn't understand what he was looking at. A ship, a weapon, a being. What is that? He whispered. That, said the human, is why we do not speak loudly. We learned how to win every war, so we chose not to fight any. The space around them began to close. The crack in reality folded in on itself. The human faded. But before he vanished, he left Zarek with one final message. Tell them this, the stars have teeth, and we taught them how to bite. Weeks later, Zarek stood before the Galactic Council once more. They demanded answers, threatened him, accused him of lying. But he said nothing, only one sentence. The reason the map ends at human space is because it's not a border. It's a mirror, and none of us are ready to look in it. Far away beyond the stars, on the silent edge of human space, 1,000 human ships floated in formation. They didn't move. They didn't speak. They didn't need to, because everyone knew. The map ends there, and nobody asks why, because they're afraid of the answer. And humans are still watching.